Well, good morning everybody. We've got a bit of a situation, we might say. We finished up the linseed here at the South Lease block last night. Headers all ready to go this morning. We come here this morning and there's been some people that have decided they've wanted a lot of the lights on our machinery more than we did. So we're all a little low this morning. So the Challenger here, we've had the two spotlights on the front taken. We've had those ones I just fitted on the side, those murder lights on the side taken, ones on the roof taken. We've had on header 1, we've had 2 spotlights on the roof taken off. Is that about it? I think there's 8 or 10 lights that have been taken.
The worst part is they took a heap of footage.
So Brad's GoPro was in the header and they took that too, and that's got about 2 weeks worth of his footage, which I hadn't got yet.
All my harvest stuff, lots of content. So
anyway, that's probably the biggest thing that can't be replaced. Is there's about a week, maybe a week. I think the barley was the last footage I got was the barley. I
believe it.
And so that's gone too. So there's $1,000 worth of GoPro and accessories gone there too. And
not as much that footage.
No, the footage. I'm probably more disappointed with the footage lost, to be honest. But it is a bit painful.
Still a cost.
So anyway,
we have it set up.
Yeah.
You know, we've got the magnets and the set up how they work well for us.
Yeah. So if anyone sees online that there's murder lights for sale, there's some big Vision X lights that were on there for sale. There was a couple of steady lights up there for sale. There was 2 big steady work lights, spotlights up there for sale.
And it's all done by a GoPro with a magnetic base.
Yeah, and if anyone buys a GoPro with a heap of Brad's face on it, let us know, please. Anyway, so everyone's a bit low this morning. So just bear with us while we muddle our way through. But yeah, the old lost footage is going to be a tricky one, but you'll just have to, that's probably why. That'd explain, because this video will be after that. That'll be explain why there's not much of Brad in the previous few videos. So anyway, it is what it is. Well, we've made it. It was uneventful, but we do have the police coming out to do a bit of fingerprinting at some point. Not that it's a lot of money that we've lost, it's just if we can stop that from happening again, that'll be great. It'll save someone else. So we've got some wheat to harvest, so it's just one of those things we can't sort of hang around too long, but we'll see how we go. Well, I'm back after a couple of hours. There was just a fair bit going on, so I just started harvesting, had to clean everything down very, very thoroughly. Obviously moving on to the organic wheat, so there was just a lot of fiddling around, setting up augers, doing all sorts of stuff. So I think we should be right now, so we'll see. I think Phil's already got a couple of ton off. I don't know any more details other than that we need the truck. We're going to run, just to be extra thorough, we're going to run 5 or 6 ton through the machine, through everything, and put it into this silo and keep that separate. So just to be extra thorough. So we'll get going. Well, they're slowly getting themselves organised here. We're I think we're going to run into a few wet patches, but it'll be good to just get a feel of what it's doing. And I think they're talking chance of rain for the next few days, so I don't think it'll be a lot, but probably enough to make harvest not happen. So it'll be good to get off what's sort of ripe and ready to go. Not much we can do about the other stuff, but that's good. It's the final stretch, and I nearly forgot, it is the 2nd of November today, so very rarely would we be just about finishing up harvest in the 2nd of November. Usually it's the end of November, or even goes into December sometimes. So it's it's a bit of an odd year, just that dry year. Everything's come in that bit quicker. Well, I've just been scouting around, seeing what other wheat might be ready, and it looks like there's quite a bit probably can go up this other end, but the issue is because there's rocks there, you don't really want to be delving too much into night time, because it's just not worth it if you do manage to get one and the stone trap doesn't catch it. But yeah, we do have potential of rain in the morning, so like first thing in the morning, so it may be only what we can get tonight. That may not be weather damaged, or who knows. But the other thing is Brad and Phil have got a meeting to go to, so I'm probably going to just jump on header 2 and just keep poking along until dark, I guess, or something, and then we'll just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow, I guess. Yes, it's just a bit tricky. Well, it's not too long before the sun's going to set, but yeah, hoping I can get these couple of sections finished off here. Yeah, and then I guess we'll just pull up and see what happens tomorrow. It's not a certainty that it will rain, it's just a possibility. So but when you're trying to get off as much grain as possible, I guess you got to treat the possibilities as a certainty. But yeah, we'll just play it by ear and see what we end up with. So hopefully I'll be finished this yeah, before dark. Well, everybody, I think that's enough excitement for today. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first rush of harvest due to a storm coming. We do have rain inbound. There's a little few spots on the windscreen actually, and yes, it is go time. Wind's picking up. I'm flying down to the development block. The other guys are already there. I was caught up this morning, and yes, we've got to quickly duck down the. We've got to quickly tear down the auger in the silo, and yeah, get everything buttoned up, ready to go. Headers are going to be heading back to the shed. So yeah, I'll see how many spare hands I got to hold a camera while all this is going on. Well, here's the headers coming. I just had to skull drag the hopper because I didn't want to be touching that auger with it way up in the air. Fair bit of lightning around. I'm a bit puffed. So now I've got to make some room. Right, it looks like the main rain band's kind of gone. We've got the headers tucked in there and a few other bits and bobs, and we're just going to have some morning tea here in the donga. Well, we've decided that this is a perfect opportunity to do a bit of tidying up, a bit of organising, all of that stuff. So I did start the other day doing a fair bit here, but yeah, while Brad and Phil are here as well, we can decide exactly where stuff needs to be, where we want stuff to be. So that'll be the plan. I think we've had 7 or 8 mils, so there's nothing going to be happening machine wise for a little bit. So we've got the welding bench here. I think we're going to make this a bit of a welding hub. That's the plan, isn't it, boys?
I think so.
Welding hub. We don't know what we're doing.
Too many options.
Too much surface area.
No, we don't know what to do. We're wandering around like lost dogs.
So we'll yeah, if we have the welding bench here, and then we can get all the way around it. We can have the welder here, there's a power point there, and that way, you know, if we're working on stuff out there as well, we want to come in, we can just, yeah, it's easily accessible to shove something on there and weld it. So yeah, that is that plan. The pallet racking, we've just moved that there out of the road for the minute. It'll probably make its way back here, and maybe come to there, just to free up all this back here, because if we do happen to have a D11 in here one day on these lines here, then you might want to be able to get something in from that side, do whatever. So if the pallet racking's there, you can't do that. So that is the plan so far. I've still got to fit these other lights. We've got some cheap lights that have been in, that we've had sitting there for a while. We'll just start fitting whatever we've got to get by, and then When we get a bit more time, we'll probably organise some better lights for that. So it could be quite boring just watching us all do something and then undo it, go back, move it here, move it back. I got outvoted and probably won't be doing the lights on the Challenger today because we figure, while everyone's here, might as well have a good effort here finally, because we've been waiting for months and months to get a chance to do this. But yeah, just get everything pretty well close to how we want it. So that's what we've been doing. We've just been sorting out some of this stuff. We've got this bench here, still got to sort out a bit of stuff on that, sort out these, but I think we've decided to put the welding bench here for a couple of reasons. Having it this way, we can use all the bench because you can reach across from there and all of that. When we had it out here, we just found it was kind of in the road, or it was just, yeah, a bit cumbersome. So I think it's going to work well there. The welder's going to live there, so you can always just, yeah, it'll reach to the table. Toolbox can live here, and we can just wheel that around to wherever we need it. But this will probably end up being a main workbench because you can, because it's so thick, you can hammer away at stuff here, and with the vise here, like, it's probably going to be a main area where the tools are going to be needed. And yeah, the pallet racking, we've just got that, yeah, still moved it along this side a bit, and yeah, we can still access in there. But yeah, we've got slowly getting sorted with oils, and we've got chocks there, wooden chocks, and the stands and things will go there. And yeah, oil here. We've got the big 44-gallon drums of oil, which you kind of want to access them individually, like with the little grabber. And yeah, just also with the hand pump there, if you're going to pump it out, just easier to access there. But yeah, it's looking a lot better here. This was all just a mess for many months, so that'll be good to finally get that resembling some sort of order. But also thought we might do a update on this Zedify unit that I've been testing for, I don't know, it might be about a month. So quick backstory, I actually reached out to these guys to suss out some more information about it, because I thought it would be a good fit, or an option at least, with our terrible phone signal in places. So I've been testing that for a good month. So the conclusion is, if you have anywhere that's like, it kind of drops in and out of service, like, you know, you can't really make a phone call, but it says you got signal, but yeah, you can't quite connect or do anything internet wise or whatever, this thing is absolutely brilliant. I've got about a 5-kilometre stretch of road near my house which I cannot call, cannot do a thing, and when I've got this, when I'm using this, I can actually make a call the whole way through. Occasionally it might just drop out once, but then I can call again straight away and it usually goes through. So yeah, I was very impressed with that. Anywhere there's just a fraction of signal, this thing seems to do really well. So the conclusion is yes, I do want one. If you want to, I think they've got the prices and all that on the website. Go check the website out if you're interested, and it'll have more detail. But yeah, for us, most of the time we can make a phone call. There's just a couple of small sections on the block, which is really frustrating. But one thing is, the portability of this is just superb. So basically all you've got to do, I've actually got the external antenna on there testing that as well. So usually you don't need that. But yeah, literally just magnets and a power plug that goes to your cigarette socket. So the portability makes it very attractive, as opposed to some of the other options. But also the Wi-Fi, because it uses the Wi-Fi, like a, you know, internet connection and your Wi-Fi call. Yeah, I've found that as far as, you know, looking up parts, any of that sort of stuff, it is yeah, it's pretty good. Like anywhere where the signal's a bit dicey, you've got plenty of internet to do that. And the range on it is incredible. I was a bit skeptical when it said 300 metres range, but I had 3 bars of Wi-Fi, perfectly good connection between here. I had my ute parked here, and I was over at the big silos, which is, I measured about 150 metres away. So yeah, and it still had full Wi-Fi signal. So that is, yeah, excellent. And they do have other options to integrate it with a home base and do all of that sort of stuff, which we probably don't need at this stage. But yeah, just as far as its own little portable thing, it does a fantastic job. I'll be a bit sad to give it back. I've got to do that probably next week, so that'll be a bit sad. But it just gives you a little bit more confidence when you're trying to make calls, do all that sort of thing. Anyway, sorry, that was a bit more long-winded than I thought it would be, but I thought I better update that and fill you in on that before I forget about it and it's gone. Well, it's pretty much knock-off time. We are just going to rearrange a couple of little things here, probably move the dump truck over, the Steiger out. We're probably going to get the Steiger ready at some point to be cultivating again, so all the organic country. This probably could be the last year it's organic. What we're going to do is we're going to cultivate it all up, let the stubble break down, and then we can hit it with the Kellys so we can rock pick. That's basically the strategy there. So we'll be cultivating. Hopefully we can get all that sort of sorted out soonish. Depends what the rain does. And yeah, then we can do that. But yeah, it's looking a lot better here now. It's yeah, I think it's going to work well. So we can actually fit the headers in there. We can probably fit them in nose to tail in there, to be honest. So yeah, that'll be good. So this is what we designed the shed for. So we can fit 2 D11s front to back, and we can fit 2 headers front to back. Now the auger it'll be sticking out the back, but that'll be all right. Tight tolerances here. Now we could put the auger out and get a bit more, but it is better to leave them resting in the cradle if they're sitting for a bit. So we can still walk through there. You're going to take your GoPro home now, Brad?
Some people want it more than me, obviously.
Yeah, it's that
if anyone
mongrel.
wants a GoPro, just take it, you know.
It's a mongrel footage I can't get back.
Help yourself. Like, you know, go for your life.
Don't tempt people. It's expensive. It's one of those things that if someone asked me would I rather the footage or the GoPro back, not quite sure which one I'd pick. It is your footage, so the GoPro is probably pretty favourable.
Really. No, like, you know, my footage, it's worth lots, isn't it, everyone out there?
Well, I think it's just beneficial having someone else's face other than mine on there. I think people appreciate that. So anyway, what's that? Oh, gonna get in trouble here, so I better go. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.